Bowling, you got the Boyle County again here, second round of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association playoffs. And what do you got to do this time to kind of avoid maybe some of the mistakes that you learned from the first game?
Can't turn the ball over, can't make untimely penalties. Same things that get you beat in every football game. When you drive the ball, you can't be stopped by penalties and turnovers. Defensively, you got to play responsibilities. And then every football game comes down to blocking and tackling. And if we can do those things, eliminate the turnovers and penalties, we think we'll be right there. Obviously, a really good football team. Lost one game in 3 years, so that speaks for itself. Got a big challenge in front of us, but I think our kids are ready.
How does the atmosphere down there play into effect?
It's an intimidating place to play if you've never been there before, but having been there just 2 weeks ago, I think our kids are looking forward to going back. And even when we talked even after the game, as soon as that game was over, we talked about that was our goal, was to win our first playoff game and go back. And right now the attitude of our team is, here we come. We're going to go back over there and do our best, and I don't think the crowd's going to be that big a factor. I know there's a lot of people from East Jessamine that are going, so that's going to be nice to have a big contingency of blue and green over there pulling for us. That's going to help a lot.
Your defense played pretty decent in that first game against Boyle County. I know you're looking for them to step up a little bit more here, but you had a pretty good first half down there, Coach. Talk to me about that.
We played well, and everything that we gave up we felt like was correctable. There was never a time when we just felt like, well, they were just better than us. We had one guy at a position, or we just barely missed the ball, or we had one guy that didn't read his key. So there was a lot of correctable things. The tough thing about Boyle County is if you make that one mistake, they will make you pay. In other games when you make a mistake, maybe they don't find it or they don't make you pay, but they're the type of team, if you miss one assignment, they'll put it in the end zone on you. So we got to play perfect, but we felt like coming out of that game, we gained a lot of confidence. Felt like looking in the mirror, we kind of felt like we were a pretty good football team, and we just got to step it up a notch and play our best.
Coach, a lot of people out there talking about the sledgehammer deal. Can you kind of just touch on that a little bit?
It really wasn't a big deal. I mean, in our opinion, our kids have tried to do something this year to rally themselves, and they take a sledgehammer out on the field, and Boyle County people kind of took exception to it. This year we'll be taking it back, or this week we'll be taking it back, but this time we'll hit a gong and I guess stay off their field a little bit. We didn't mean any disrespect by it or anything like that. Kids kind of got carried away, and in an intense atmosphere, kids kind of do things that maybe they shouldn't always do, but we're going to take the sledgehammer back, but we're not trying to tear anybody's property up.
Larry French, head coach of Boyle County, he's undefeated in his first couple of years there at Boyle County. State championship coach, you're going into a big-time atmosphere like we talked about here earlier. How do you overcome such a big event like this, a big game?
Well, somebody in our school's history's got to win the first one, and I think if there's ever a class that's going to do it, this is the class to do it. They showed a lot of guts last week. It was a pretty good Franklin County team that we put it on pretty good. So we feel like we're playing confident, we're playing our best ball. Obviously they've got a good team and they're well coached, or they wouldn't be in this situation having the ranking that they do and being the defending state champions. With all that said, we're going to give it our best effort, and we feel like that we've got a good enough football team to go over and do it.
You got big-time leaders on your team, Zack, Templin, Seth Hunt out for the year with the knee injury, but Cameron Thomas has been pretty big for you. You got a good kicking game, and Jared Cobb. Coach, you got an outstanding team this year. This game with a high importance, what do you tell your team going into it?
Just stay focused, do what you've been coached to do, looking for those leaders to step up. Looking for David Powers, Austin Hager, Drew Edwards, Travis Votal, Zach Minks, Zach Templin, Ronnie King, those guys that have been playing together since they were in grade school. They don't want this to end, and I know that our kids are going to give it everything they've got Friday night. I told somebody the other day, I said they may kick our butt, but they'll have to. I said we're not going to give it to them. They're going to have to line up and whip us, and we're going to show up at 7:30 and see what happens.
Coach, good luck.
I appreciate it. Coach William, I appreciate it. I'm going in.
Thanks, man.
See you tomorrow, Coach.
All right.
Austin Hager here with us. In Austin, you got the big game against Boyle County. This possibly may be your last football game in high school.
Yeah, it's kind of a nervous and exciting thing at the same time. I don't want it to end. None of us seniors want it to end. This is probably the closest senior group we've had, and we all love each other, and we're going to give it our best effort.
Talk to me about Boyle County and just the thought of playing a Boyle County Rebel team.
Well, they're an intimidating team. I'm not going to lie. They're probably bigger and stronger than us, but we're going to hit them, and we're going to hit them hard, and we're going to give it our best shot.
You've been around for the last 4 years anyway here at East Jessamine and Austin. It's been a pleasure for us to cover you on the Central Kentucky Sports Network. It looks like you put on a lot of muscle for this game.
Yeah, coach has got us working hard in the off season, and this is the strongest team that's ever been through East High School. We've had probably, I think, 16 kids in 800-pound club, and that's way more than we've ever had before. So yeah, we're definitely strong.
Who do you like on your team to step up in the game?
David Powers. He's going to have to take care of the football and not fumble it this Friday like he did 2 weeks ago against them. That's I think that and penalties is what cost us the game last time.
So you talk about the quarterback position there with David Powers. What about the running back game? You included in that. How do you guys get some yards in a game like this?
Well, we're going to have to make plays. We're going to have to get past the first tackler. We're going to have to just make moves in open field and get past them and score.
Good luck, Austin.
All right, thanks, man.
Zachary Templin here with us, and Zach, big guy you are, man. Put on size out year after year, it seems like, but it comes down to this. This is your biggest game of your career.
For sure. We're not scared at all. I don't think we are. We're just gonna come out, hit them hard, hit them often, like it says on our hammer. We're gonna lay the wood, and I think we're gonna come out with a W and go to the third round.
Is that a mistake for Boyle County to take your sledgehammer?
I think it's a big mistake. I think they were a little intimidated by it, so they thought, well, we're going to have to steal their hammer. But we got another one. They're not ready for us.
They got some big-time players there. It seems like their quarterbacks are pretty strong. Of course, anybody would be strong with the kind of line they've got there. Talk to me about your line as well.
Our line is unbelievable. I take a lot of pride in our offensive line. We get the work done every game. Last year, we had some of the same guys, but game after game we would die down and not get as many yards. But this game we just poured on, and nobody likes to go against us.
Your teammates, they've been pretty big for you this year.
They've been huge. They followed me everywhere. We've got this bond, and we're just not gonna lay down and let them win.
Talk to me about Austin Hager. We just talked to him here, but talk to me a little bit about Austin Hager and kind of him from a leader standpoint for your team.
That's my man right there. He'll get on you if he has to, but he'll joke around with you, and he gives his effort every game. He goes out, he plays hard.
I know you and Seth Hunt pretty close. Talk to me about his injury and how does that affect your team?
I think it affects us real big. Once we get down close to the goal line, we need that big 240, 6'2" figure to punch it in. But he's still here with us, and he's still going to follow us. He hasn't left us yet.
What's the key to the game?
Key to the game: no turnovers, no stupid penalties, and just fight.
You be eating grandma's breakfast.
Yeah, can't wait.
Hey, Zach Templin.